Today, my brothers and sisters, I stand here with you without apology, without hesitation, and without fear, in total support of President Donald J. Trump's decision to confront the genocidal silence of the Nigerian government. I support this move. The time for diplomacy is over. The time for drones has come. It is time for intervention. Because when a government allows its own citizens, its own Christian farmers, priests, children to be hunted down by extremists, while this government hides behind flowery press statements, that nation has surrendered its soul. It has surrendered its soul. And when that happens, somebody must intervene. Somebody must intervene. President Donald Trump has. And I say this with gratitude, that Trump has shaken the table of Africa's corrupt plutocrats like in Nigeria. And in doing so, he may just have saved what is left of the Nigerian conscience, which had deteriorated to nothing. The command. Picture this, ladies and gentlemen. President Trump is sitting in the Oval Office in Washington, D.C. Papers scattered across the Resolute desk. In front of him, intelligence, files, satellite images, endless congressional reports, all detailing the horror. Burned churches in Benue State in Nigeria. 3 Catholic priests murdered. Mass graves in Plateau. The faces of displaced Christian villagers in tears. He leans back. His jaw tight. The room goes silent. Then he slams the file shut. He slams the file shut. Slams the file shut. Enough, he says. Enough. He turns to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Says to him, move U.S. assets. I want drones. I want surveillance. Put AFRICOM on high alert in Equatorial Guinea now. With immediate effect. That was the moment Washington's patience ended. And Nigeria's nightmare became America's mission. We are so grateful. Why was the president so upset? Because the reports, which we know already, were undeniable. Because for years, global agencies, from the United Nations to Amnesty International, has sounded the alarm. A genocide of Christians is unfolding in the heart of Africa. While Abuja's corrupt rulers traded press releases and prayers for political favor. Trump saw the truth. This is no more Susan Rice. That Nigerian democracy has become a hollow shell, a system controlled by one man and one clique. This is what Jim Carrey could not see when he will arrive in airport and throw his weight around to support the caliphate in Nigeria. Democracy is dead in Nigeria. INEC is a private tool. Some people think, why don't we fix this through democracy? The National Electoral Body, INEC, it does not answer to the people. It does not. But it answers to Tinubu. He single-handedly manipulates INEC. When Nigerians vote, Tinubu counts. Nigerians vote, Tinubu counts. A lot of Americans need to realize this and others. The result, voices of over 200 million citizens reduced to background noise, reduced to nothing. We used to scream about this for years. Nobody listened to us. A democracy that only obeys orders from one man cannot protect anyone. He cannot protect the poor. He cannot protect the Benue farmer. And certainly not the persecuted Christian in the Middle Belt. It has not happened. It's only going to become worse. Only this Trump move might even put Nigeria on notice. Muslim ticket. That's another problem. Against every moral instinct and the very spirit of Nigeria's supposed federal character and constitution, both President Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima are all Muslims. 2 Muslims in such a nation. This is an insult. They cannot and will not credibly address a religious cleansing led by extremist Muslim cowherders. How do you fight the fire when you refuse to admit the flames exist? So you have these 2 Muslims and you are telling us we should just trust you? Well, the killing has continued. Their silence is complicity. Their rhetoric is hypocrisy. This is not about religion per se. It is about equality. And Nigeria has none. Nigeria has no equality. The only equality that exists is among the elites who share contracts in Abuja and state capitals. Outside that, there's none. Another issue, Sharia's shadow over Nigeria. I would attribute this directly to Sharia. 13 northern states, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Niger, Sokoto, Yobe, Zamfara. They have all imposed Sharia law. Think about this. A parallel legal system that runs against the grain of a secular constitution. American Congress needs to know this. Trump has found this out already. In some of these states, Hisbah police roam the streets, harassing citizens over drinks and over dress codes, over alcohol. It even harasses non-Muslims in Kano. We know this. You cannot have two constitutions in one country and pretend to be unified. So when they talk about unity, unity of what? With two constitutions? Sudan tried this crap and it collapsed. Only after decades of bloodshed, the Sudan recently abolished Sharia and returned the country to secular law. Even Sanusi studied in Sudan. Nigeria must do the same, or it will become a Sudan and a South Sudan. Sharia has no place in a modern republic. That's why people are dying like crazy. A republic that claims to value religious freedom, which Onanuga and his friends are releasing. Abolish it. Abolish Sharia, or watch Nigeria bleed. Obasanjo used that trick and let it go. Watch Nigeria bleed, ladies and gentlemen. The genocide nobody admits. Across Plateau, Benue, and southern Kaduna. Entire villages lie erased. In fact, these blackly controlled areas. Christian farmers killed in their sleep. Women and children displaced by Fulani militia who operate with mysterious precision and military-grade weapons. All these weapons from Syria, all these weapons from Fulani North Africa have flowed into Nigeria, and the government blames so-called bandits. Bandits. The people know better. Nigerian people are not stupid. And now the Americans say they have evidence. That's what we hear. Of Chinese weapons, allegedly, flowing to those extremists. Designed to drive Christians off of their mineral-rich land so Beijing can move in. In Zamfara, that's what's going on. That is why Trump moved fast. The U.S. doesn't want to watch another Sudan happen while China plants its flag on Nigerian soil. This is what is going on. It is important that I reveal this to Nigerians all over the world. Empty diplomacy, real graves. What was the response of the Nigerian president? You would have thought he would accept fault and move on. But when Trump spoke, the Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs replied with diplomatic grammar. Rules-based order, diversity, tolerance. Don't they know that nobody cares about this language anymore? But as another brave writer, Sadia Adebisi Hassan put it, you cannot celebrate diversity when diversity itself is under attack. There is no diversity in Nigeria. You have 13 states holding the rest of the country ransom. While Abuja writes press releases, villagers are digging their graves. I know of 3 Catholic priests that died. You cannot tweet prayers and call it governance. You cannot ignore massacres and call it leadership. Nigeria does not need another press conference. We don't need another bio. We don't need press conference. Nigeria needs deliverance. That's what Nigeria needs today. And Trump is coming to deliver. President Trump's move is controversial. There's no doubt about that. But so was truth in every age. Truth has always been controversial. Trump has exposed the rot that corrupt Nigerians who have houses all over the world pretend not to smell. And so I say, end Sharia in all those caliphate states. Dismantle the corrupt INEC system. Rebuild the Nigerian army to serve the people, not the political party. Hold Tinubu accountable for every life lost under his watch, just like every other president. The Senate president, the Garulo Senate president, Godswill Akpabio, who enables this system, fights with women, and supports this regime, he must be called out. If Nigeria cannot protect its citizens, then the world has a duty. In fact, the world has a responsibility to intervene, because when evil is left unchecked, silence becomes complicity. Because it is these same countries that support Tinubu. So if you enjoyed this fearless truth, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe and share. Drop your comments below. As you know, I debate the comments. Let the conversation continue. This is the Offiong Aqua Show. I am the voice of the voiceless. I am independent. I tell the fearless truth. I am Offiong Aqua. Make we go.